Calling on all the bright minds. Well, the Prime Minister is certainly at meeting there. That there are other bright minds as well. And I want to get your comments this morning. A government of what? A government of national unity. Wow, 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 Mr. Scarrett. Let's see if we can take a few phone calls. Of course, I will talk to the leader of the United Workers' Party. Read the requests by the Prime Minister for others to join him in a government of national unity. I just found it very amazing. On the telephone, are you there? Sorry about that. Let's take another phone call. Are you there? Yes, good morning.
Matt,
Yes, I'm here.
one thing I'm saying, not to scary. Not to scary party. Nothing is scary thing. Thank you.
All right, you might be making a point, but what about the opposition, the other opposition parties that I just heard a call from Mr. G that needs to come together and they're fighting among each other. That's a very interesting point. They need now the government of Dominica is calling on members of the opposition to join him in a coalition government. 449-3095-96 and 97. Interesting scenario there. Interesting.
Okay, Max, if I'm going to steal Christmas this.
Oh boy, 449-3095-96. This is the hot seat for sure. Let's take a few phone calls. Are you there, caller? Yeah.
Yes, my good morning, and how are you?
Good morning to you, yes.
Matt, we did that coalition government now.
What's that?
We did not have a coalition government.
Yeah, we had freedom and labor. Yes, we had freedom and labor.
And what happened?
Well, they fell apart.
Well, so Scary calling people to come to him so that they can fall apart. Tell Scary we say, no way, we ain't going nowhere.
What about the opposition coming together?
Well, that is another solution. But the Scary talk, that is, sorry.
You don't believe him at all. Hello, 8:47 is the morning time. Talk to me, yeah?
Yeah, morning, Matt. How you doing?
How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
No problem, man. No problem, man. We can have a national unity, but it's only on two conditions. First condition, the Prime Minister needs to give us our $8.2 billion back. And secondly, we need electoral reform, and then we can speak. That is when the bright minds can come and speak to the Labour Party. We need electoral reform, and we need our $8.2 billion back. That's it. And I'm very disappointed that the Prime Minister didn't call the election. And have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day too. You're disappointed the Prime Minister did not call the election. Hello, talk to me. Wonder why. Are you there, caller?
Thanks, blessings, and glory to all those who sacrifice their personal safety and security trying to elevate mankind to humanity. Mr. Pelke, blessings to you and your family, to love, life, ideal, and joy.
Blessing to you, blessings.
Mr. Pelke, we have heard it already. You remember the olive branch, Matt?
Many times.
Not this distorted, perverted, delusional, twisted, I was about to say clown, but I will take that back, Matt. Matt Scarrett is trying to change the narrative always, the story. And I told you yesterday, he gets stuck in reverse gear. So no wonder he thinks he can use his reverse psychology and say, the people, the resistance are afraid in their ass. That is a man that have disrespected Dominicans endlessly. Because you know he's scared out of his skin, Matt. You saw what happened in one day, the truckers shut down the damn country. And you know we have had enough of you, my brother. So you come in and talk about government of national unity. You're talking about a coalition. Matt, it's not a coalition that run in government now.
It should be.
Free by freedom and labor are there. Remember you had the, how
But you've seen Mr. Sandra wearing a red shirt, haven't you?
Yeah. No, but they talk about the disgruntled labor rights or the rebel labor rights. That means Bosso and Michael and those kind of people there. I think it's Charles Savary that have described them.
Yep.
Scarrett have beaten down, and it's beating down Dominicans to submission. Everybody who he knows that does not subscribe or does not go with the nasty brutality and thievery and dictatorship of the country. So not all farm roads had to be abandoned because all roads lead to Rome. When the country is in such a state, everybody looking for a politician for the survival. And when you think it's any politician, the same power have to lead you to scare it. So your children, your boys, your girls, your wives, everybody have to be thrown into scary meat grinder to survive in Dominica, man. I see what happened to our beloved brother. All of a sudden he surrendered. I heard it's for financial reasons. What I would not have done, Matt, based on my principle, the brother gave up. He surrendered. I do not know his ambition. But, Matt, what I want to talk about the government of national unity. The man looking for a one-party state. You remember when Skerrit said he don't want no opposition? Playing opposition is like throwing money in a ravine, Matt?
I remember that.
If coming events cast the shadows before them, when the events are upon us, why are we preoccupied looking for shadows? People say Skerrit wants to be a dictatorship. Dominica is in a dictatorship. There is no damn democracy. The democratic process that's supposed to facilitate electoral reform. The man have put a monkey wrench in that machinery where you have Lennox Lawrence, Alec Lawrence, Duncan Stokes, free passport sellers, Matt. Remember I tell you Hillary may be selling passports in watermelon, Matt, when you buy watermelon, especially if you buy a whole one. I tell him that yesterday, he told me he took it as a joke. Hillary, it was a joke. When James and Hillary are not selling passports, so 3 against 1, plus look, they want to replace Mervyn Anthony Matt. They said he reached the age of retirement, 55.
Mm-hmm.
When Byron is recommended, the age of retirement should be extended. So the woman they want to put there, so now she go there, they go into parliament and extend it, Matt. Because all he wants to do is to protect his nasty behind, Matt. Because it's all about he and all the resources and the wealth and the money he have accumulated overnight. While people that are working their fingers to the bone cannot make ends meet, so they have to come and surrender to him. So he calling on all the brains of UWP. How idiotic, obviously brutal, blatant, and criminal. This man knows no limits, man. The slave masters did not voluntarily abolish slavery, you know, man. It was one revolution, one plantation getting burned, people die, people get killed, and everything happened. That is why we're standing today, man. Britannica, a holding where the sun never set. They would work you from birth to death, man. There was no pause for you, man. And not something has to happen. I listen to Mr. G talking about St. Lucia with the export of bananas. It was to Britain. What's the other country now they're exporting to, Matt?
As it relates to banana?
They're exporting to some other country, man.
I heard UK. I didn't know. I didn't hear of.
No, they were exporting to UK all the time. Now they have a second place where they're supplying with bananas, man. So what Skerrit wants to do is to protect he and his family. You know, Skerrit don't give a damn about not even the pal reps he have around him. Vince boy, build your courage of shame. You cannot be that shameless boss. You hear the man say unopposed. So man, he retain his position as leader unopposed again, man, because in the delegates conference.
Mm-hmm. He did.
After 20
I'll give
years.
a blessing. I just want to point out because some people have been asking as it relates to positions there at the delegates conference on Saturday. Finance Minister Dr. Irving McIntyre was elected as deputy leader. Skerrit was elected again, unopposed, as the leader of the Dominican Labour. General Secretary of the party, Cassandra Laville, while Cozier Frederick was elected as Assistant General Secretary. The new president of the DLP is Ambassador Emmanuel Nanton, while Ian Peanut is vice president. Lady Catherine is the treasurer, and Clarence Christian, that's interesting, is the assistant treasurer. Education officer, Cecil Joseph. Public Relations Officer, PRO, Simeon Albert. International Secretary, Gregory Rivera. Labor Women's Coordinator, Sonia Williams. Labor Youth Coordinator, Philip Rowe. Election Officer, Erickson Romaine. Trade Union Coordinator, Armor Thomas. Party Welfare Officer, Lucy Lawrence. This is what came out of the delegates conference. Continue, blessings.
So you see, Matt, what has changed? More than is a new wine in the same old bottle. And these are the people, these are the ones that Kerry talk about, they're on the battlefield, Matt. These are the soldiers of labor and do or die. And this is the Dominican Lethal Party. The Labour Party died with Rosie Douglas, Pierre Charlton, Ed Regis. This is the Dominican Lethal Party. The word lethal is sufficient to cause death. A lethal weapon, a lethal dose of poison. It kills. And that's why I'm afraid for my brother. I'm not afraid, but concerned. I am not with fear. With my beloved brother that go and just surrender to Skerrit and say he have to kill a golden cow to welcome the brother home. And I am very, very concerned. This subliminal language, Matt, below the threshold of your awareness or your consciousness, Matt. So he's throwing that in the air so blatantly, realizing all of us are zombies and we does not even understand what he's saying, but to his own content, Matt.
So you would, blessings, just to get to the point, you would warn or be very concerned if members of the United Workers' Party would form any coalition with the Labour Party. Yes?
They would be quite idiotic, lack vision, and quite compromising and other adjectives I do not want to use, Matt. But let me just conclude them, Matt. I am saying Matt Skerrit have systematically impoverished the people and automatically they are disempowered. So a lot of them that are there, I saw a picture, a short video of a woman watching whoever was on the stage. That facial expression, Matt. Who was she, Matt? She dressed in pink.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Anyway,
but let me ask you a question, blessings. Of course, we've always been told that he's a savvy politician. Now he's calling for unity. The Labour Party is calling for the members of the United Workers' Party to come together, and of course, the bright minds on other opposition forces. So, don't you think it's a good idea for the opposition forces to come together in light of what Mr. Skerrit said?
That's no, but prior to that, before that, Matt, how many times have you heard me?
You have said it many times.
This fragmented party here to come together. After we get rid of the common enemy of the state, then we can fragment, Matt. You have heard me say that many times, Matt?
Many times.
So we did not have to hear Skerrit talk that madness to try to add more to his gang and just have one party and everybody live happily ever after. It cannot happen, Matt. So I am saying for all this liquor, APP, NPP, DPP, UWP, DFP, and all of them must come together. You cannot allow Skerrit to be picking, like targeting everyone like a sniper, and then take them down and say going to kill a golden calf to welcome them. So I am just saying in conclusion, Matt, Dominicans need to understand your impoverishment. Matt, you can see it even if you're walking with your eyes closed. Every blind man can see Dominicans have gotten poorer than a pawpaw. So it doesn't make no damn sense for Skerrit. The savviness he's just conning. He's foolish. I don't want to say idiotic. Matt might pull me up. But Matt, what Mr. is doing is using the resources of the country, our monies, and enslaving us with our own monies, and we think it's a favor he's doing people. Matt, that have to stop, my brother.
All right, my brother. Thank you. Of course, we heard the call there for members of the opposition forces, the bright minds, to come in his camp. Mr. Skerrit is suggesting here. And just for the records, it's the Labour, Freedom, and the United Workers' Party. Remember, we had Timothy Lauren, and now Isaac in a major role as Speaker. So it is not fair to say it's only labor and freedom. The people must get it right. On the telephone, hello, talk to me. Yes, Mr. Timothy joined the Labour Party. Yes, I remember that. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yes, I think I'm here.
Okay, sir.
I'm not. I'm not. Know if I am the one who is here, but I'm not trying to understand what you're saying. I didn't hear the clip about coalition. I'm trying to figure out how is that supposed to work. I mean, if you're discussing something, it had to make sense. What is the deal? If the prime minister wants to offer positions to anyone, he can do it. He has that right. But who in his party is he going to divest of the position?
That would be his decision.
Exactly. Well, who's he going to do that to? Who's going to agree to it? Why does he need a coalition government? He has 19 seats in parliament. He doesn't need a coalition government. I don't understand what. So I cannot disagree or agree, but I don't understand what the mechanism is that is being advanced. Are we trying? Do we want? I mean, based on what just happened in America, I mean, what are we? I'm trying to put that.
He's basically saying there are bright minds on in the opposition forces, and he would like to welcome them as part of his team, whatever strategy you want to use going forward. But he says he wants to welcome him as part of the Labour Party team. Mr. Skerritt, can decide who to drop at any minute. You should know that by now.
But and that's my question. So is he suggesting that they must join his party before he offers them positions? Or I mean, what in a coalition you don't change your party, you just work together. So if the prime minister wants to offer somebody, well, right now you only have 2 members of opposition who are in parliament. But if he wants to offer, let's for argument's sake say he wants to offer Mr. Thompson.
He can give Mr. Thompson, say, a senatorial position, right?
That's right. He can just but to do that.
So I'm saying that would be his decision. He can offer, at least for now, 4 positions within his government.
Oh no, hold on. But to do that, he would have to fire some senators.
That would be very obvious. And do you think that's off his remit?
No, but I'm saying, but he doesn't need to make a public call for that. He can just do it.
Exactly my point, caller. Thank you very much. 449. Anything is possible with Skerritt. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
Good morning to you, man.
Morning to you, sir. Morning.
Matt Peltier, in all the argument that is going on there, I have said to you a long time ago that the current leader of the country is making himself an emperor. But Matt Peltier, there is an elephant in the room we don't want to talk about. If you see what's happening, and I totally agree with Blessed, if you see what's been happening, there is the Chinese system of government and the Chinese who have been influencing our election for the past 10, 15 years. And more, we are seeing a government that is mirroring the political system in China, where there is oppression of the people for freedom of expression. There is a one-party state, and Roosevelt Skerritt seems to be an agent of the Chinese government. I have heard this gentleman from Wesley come back, and he's promoted the Belt and Road Initiative more than he has promoted progress in his village. Every police officer that gets a chance, our minister of government gets a chance, they pull in by the Chinese government for whatever reason. But Matt Peltier, if we see what happened in Dominica, slavery is alive and well. And I heard the gentleman talking about fight because they're trying to stop the CBI and they're trying to stop you from getting houses. And I heard the individual talking about how Venezuela helped and China helped and this country helped and that country helped with doing stuff. And I'm asking myself, where's the praise for the Dominican public, the Dominican ingenuity, the Dominicans who have helped to build their country? Where is the independence where Dominicans can provide their own houses, buy their own books, buy their own shoes, pay their own bills and send their children to school. Matt Peltier, how stupid are we to think that if we're depending on somebody else for something that we are free and independent? Matt Peltier, the fastest way to slavery and the fastest way to slavery and being somebody's pet is to be fed by that individual, is to depend on that individual for everything. So if you look back at what has been happening, Matt Peltier, China built hospital, China built roads, China is now building airport, MMC is building port, MMC is building housing. So who owns Dominica? So if all these entities and we are depending on them for our development, then obviously we are slave to the country. And what is happening in Dominica is no accident, Matt Peltier. There's geopolitics, and we fail to realize, and I've said it over and over and over again. The Labour Party convention we saw there is a sham. And you know why it's a sham? Because for the past few days, everybody's been talking about Labour has not had a Labour Party convention for the past 13 years. So how do you have a Labour Party convention, and before the convention starts, you're the only person who have red T-shirt with your name on there that came from China? So obviously it's a sham, and all it is, it's a sham to make people believe, hey, there's a Labour Party structure and we follow democracy. It's not, and all this guy does is deceive people. Matt Peltier, who does the passports? Who does the passport and the citizenship belong to? Who does Dominica's passport and citizenship belong to?
The people?
Does it belong to everybody? Exactly. And the people are made out of different colors, different shape, different leaning. It belongs to those from UWP, from Labour, from whatever party you are. It belongs to the citizens of Dominica. So how the hell you are going to an international airport that belongs to the people and talking about they want to take it away from you from Labour? That is the kind of divisiveness that has perverted our political system in Dominica. Roosevelt Skerrit is leading Dominica into civil war, and that technique has been used in China for several years to divide the country. And we're seeing the same damn shit happening in Dominica, but we tend to pay a blind eye. Matt Peltier, you walk in Rosa, look at the businesses who are taking over. We have a country who's the second largest economy in the world. We yet to ship $10 million worth of goods to China. The Chinese need to understand we don't need to beg. We as black people are independent, intelligent, smart, and we can do shit for ourselves. And when the Prime Minister of Dominica wants to have people like they are puppets and they are idiots, I think it's time to fight. And it's about time that this guy understands that the state resources does not belong to him and his family. And you cannot isolate people because they don't support your ideas and decide, well, you're not getting and who's getting and who's not getting from what belongs to everybody. And people in Dominica sit down walking like they have moat over their eyes. I mean, Matt Peltier, where's your dignity for you to be sitting down as a grown man? Matt Peltier, where's your dignity for you to be sitting down as a grown man to wait for another man to give you food, give you clothing, feed your children, send you to school, pay your bills? Where's your dignity? Where's your dignity as a man for you to sit down there for somebody else to give you promotion, for you to sit down there and hold umbrella, walk over another man, over a man's head and say that you, and think that is status? Where's your dignity that all you can do is sell passports because you're trying to further a segment of the population in Dominica? So because I don't support Labour Party, I have to stay in poverty. I cannot be independent and work for myself. I mean, that is slavery, Matt Peltier. The only time where black people were dependent on people is during slavery. And anytime a man comes and tells you, Matt Peltier, you black and you incapable and you cannot do for yourself, he's a damn thief. And Matt Peltier, everybody knows who my voice is. Roosevelt Skerrit is a thief, and I'm making no excuse about it. We need to stop being nice to an individual who shows he gives a damn about nobody in this country. And if my friends and family and siblings and whoever cannot progress because somebody decides you're not getting this, we have a problem. The guy behaves like an agent of the Chinese government, and so too are the fools, the ministers who walk around like puppets. And now I'm hearing about a let's unite on one party. Man, this is a bunch of hogwash. The only way that happens constitutional change and there's a referendum. And I say at some point, Matt Peltier, the only way this can stop overnight is to have a revolution. There's no two ways about it. And I think at the end of the day, Roosevelt Skerrit will. Matt Peltier, you remember the last person who was hanged in Dominica?
Mm-hmm. I remember.
You know where he was. You know where he was from, right?
Mm-hmm. I do.
History have a nasty way of. History have a nasty way of repeating itself. And I am saying it publicly. At the end of this, the death penalty is still Dominica. What the current prime minister is doing is treasonous, and I think the vice that we've been seeing there, where people are turned against. Matt Peltier, you had a gentleman who came on talk on your radio, Chinese individual who said he was a PhD, and he comes and he tells us, oh, we were subjugated by British. We don't need Chinese people to come and tell us what our history is. What he should remember is when black people are put under pressure, they fight for their own freedom. That's what he needs to remember. We don't want these people to come and tell us what our history is. It's about time we write our own damn history. And the excuse they've been using to divide the people because they realize the influence of the British and the US. But what they come and tell you, oh, well, we never enslaved you. We never did you this. We had to help. Matt Peltier, we don't need help from people coming and give us stuff. We don't need help from people telling us to sit down there, do nothing, I will do for you. Matt Peltier, there are geopolitical forces and juxtaposition going around, and we are victims because there is the weakest link in the Caribbean is Roosevelt Skerrit. The guy is an idiot, and as much as he's conniving and may have some intelligence, the guy has low moral value. He has low self-value. He has no love for anybody but himself. See, look at what's happening, and we sit there talking about this guy like he's a god. He's no damn god. He's a man who bleeds and his poo stink like everybody else. So at the end of the day, we need to stand up and realize the power and the values in ourselves to do what we have to do for ourselves, our family, and our generation, and stop depending on people. At the end of the day, Matt Peltier, this treasonous act, Roosevelt Skerrit will pay. And as I said before, history have a nasty way of repeating itself. The last person who was hanged there was Newton. We know where he was from. At the end of the day, we might end up seeing the same thing happening to another person from that country. Matt Peltier, you have a great day.
Very interesting there. 9/11 is the morning time. Our brother there from the Benz area, outspoken. He said the last time he voted for my friend from Paybush, who's also a laborite. He doesn't like what is going on in the country. 912, hello, talk to me, yes?
Matt,
Yes, ma'am.
what happened now?
I said,
Matt,
yes, ma'am.
That man who spoke there, you can see he's angry.
Yes, he
and
is.
I agree with him. People should not go nowhere close to Roosevelt Skerrit party, neither Roosevelt Skerrit. What happened to our own opposition from a coalition by themselves? What happened? Nowhere close to Skerrit. And I agree with Mr. Matthew. Thank you.
Somebody saying, amen. I agree with that, man. Very, very emotional. No, Mr. Darius, I did not hang up with you. We ended the conversation. 912 is the morning time. You're always welcome. 449-3095-96 and 97. More telephone calls. We're speaking about coming together. This is a call from the Prime Minister for the bright minds to come together. Hello, talk to me, yes? Are you there? We missed that point there. Let's move on to another call. Are you there? Yes?
Yes, Matt. Good morning. How are you today?
I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Matt, I am there listening, and I'm saying, but I don't know. By now, people should know the Prime Minister, I believe the Prime Minister just threw a bait in the ocean, saying about UWP people must come forward. A bait. He has just thrown a bait, man. And that's all it is, a bait.
I think it's just a bait. Okay. Are you there, caller? No, you're not. Let's move on to another call. Are you there? It's the 914. Talk to me.
Yes, good morning, Master Peltier, and how are you?
Good morning to you, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Master, how many have you thinking about extending olive branch to the opposition on several occasions?
Yes, many times.
And while he's extending the olive, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, Lennox Linton, Brian Linton, Hector John, Edison James, and who again? There are more. Nicholas George are before the court for trial for incitement. First of all, I think they had a treason charge.
So your point is, and I suspect where you're going, you need to drop all these charges.
Exactly, to extend in an olive branch. That is the first thing you have to do. And what makes Roosevelt Skelly believe? He is the only person in Dominica that can be prime minister, that can run the country. Roosevelt Skelly is not an Einstein. Roosevelt Skelly is not brilliant. Some person, you may not be intelligent, but you have certain ideas of development and things. So as a result, that supersedes your lack of intelligence. But Roosevelt Skelly has nothing, and he's asking you to join him. So what happened to the other Dominicans? You are much more brilliant than Roosevelt Skelly. You have brought the economy, you have slaughtered the economy of the country. So you're asking us to join you so you will continue slaughtering the economy. Dominicans cannot see their way forward. And as I said yesterday, the move Tianzin made, I believe, is because he is financially incapable of taking care of himself.
So you're saying Tiani may be broke? That's what you're suggesting?
That is my personal opinion. Not people may not agree. I believe it's because he's broke. It's because, as I tell you, he's not a brilliant lawyer where he gets a lot of jobs at the court. And so I believe it's because he's broke. And it's scary telling you to join him to continue to slaughter the community. Young people cannot see their way forward. Young people go into university and then they have to get some menial job because they need to survive. There are people this morning who send their children to school without maybe dry bread and sugar water or what have you. And what Scary need to do, all Scary need to do is to just step aside. Just step aside and let some brilliant minds take over the country and to bring Dominica where it was in the 70s and 80s and beyond. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning to you. We're going to come back after this.
When you come in the jam, you should have a baby in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a baby in your hand. What we drinking? DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. DBB style. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum. BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink responsibly.
If you know your favorite store, dial it now. 612-1253. That's Mega Deals. You can rely on Mega for some real deals on name brand clothing and electronics. High quality, low price. We are a wholesale and retail store located in Calabishi, right on the main road. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram as Mega Deals Dominica. Like our page. Check out our stuff. Call us. Visit us. Would appreciate that. Come try it on. Love it. Buy it at Mega Deals. Your one and only online and brick and mortar store. Mega Deals is also on wheels. We make it convenient for your shopping. We deliver straight to your door. Email us at info@megadealsda.com. Rely on Mega Deals for some real deals.
All right, Dominica, it's hot on the hot seat. Listen again to the call of the Prime Minister.
Good people. There's some of them who love Dominica. And I'm saying to them, if you want to use your skills and talent to the service of Dominica, there's no other political organization in Dominica other than the Dominican Labour Party. And I invite you to join us. Let's form a government of national unity where we can work together for the greater good of the people. So we're opening doors for you. Come in the Labour House. There are many mansions. There are many rooms. We have prepared a place for you. Come and be part of this great movement. A movement that is transforming Dominica. That is creating a dynamic Dominica. That is creating great opportunities for people. Yes, we have our challenges, but we are equal to them.
A government of national unity asking for the bright minds. I know, Mr. Joshua Francis, you're no longer in the United Workers Party, but you're one of the bright minds in the other side, meaning another opposition party. Would you join Mr. Skerritt in his move to unite? Good morning to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning to you, Matt, and good morning to Dominica.
Morning. What do you
Matt,
think of
from what
what do you think of Mr. Prime Minister's call?
Well, what I heard is the loose use of the phrase "a government of national unity." I think that the Prime Minister made his appeal to Dominicans to come across as an inclusive Prime Minister, a non-polarized Prime Minister. He basically was making a speech to sound good, and in so doing, he used the phrase "a government of national unity" loosely. When we talk about a government of national unity, really we are talking about a coalition government, which is usually formed by multiple political parties. As we speak, the Parliament of Dominica has only one political party representation, and that is the Dominica Labour Party. And then we have the two independent candidates. The two independent MPs. So in a situation like that, should the Prime Minister be serious about a government of national unity, he would approach these two independent MPs and have a discussion with them as to whether they would be interested in being part of his government, offer them a ministerial position, whether at a junior or senior level. And normally when we talk about a government of national unity, we are talking about a period of crisis. Usually after a war, or if there's a climatic disaster, whatever it is, we tend to have a government of national unity as we had in 1979 here in Dominica. We have seen several governments of national unities in Africa, on the African continent, such as after Apartheid, I think it was in 1994. So first and foremost, we have to understand what is a government of national unity even before we proceed to have that discussion. So as I said, Matt, it was just a use of phrase loosely and not a genuine call for people to really come together, to work together in the interest of Dominica. As he said, he's calling on people to join his Labour Party, people of different skill sets and so on. There's nothing wrong in that. Yes, go ahead.
But tell me, Joshua, do you think, and we spoke about that yesterday, do you think in light of the Prime Minister's call on the weekend that we spoke about that briefly yesterday, that the opposition forces should come together to defeat this common enemy?
Well, Mark, there is no other way. There is no other way. As we speak, the Dominica Labour Party has 19 seats in the Parliament of Dominica. And over the past 24 years, it is a fact that the Dominica Labour Party has formed the government with a number of seats. In 2000, just to remind the public, in 2000, the Dominica Labour Party had 10 seats. The Dominica Freedom Party had 2 seats. And both parties decided to come together to form a coalition government. And thereafter, a member of the United Workers Party from the opposition moved across, that is Lauren Bannis, giving the government certain seats. And if I recall, the member for Soufriere then moved independent, that is Mr. Frederick Barron, giving the government 12 seats on the government side in Parliament. In 2000 and was it 2005, Matt? The Labour Party and the Freedom Party as a coalition. Then, the Labour Party then won how many seats? 12 seats. In 2009, the Labour Party moved to, 18 seats? And then in 2014, they moved to 15 seats. In 2019, they moved back to 18. And of course, you know what happened in 2022. So to defeat the Dominica Labour Party government is going to take a united force and operation from the opposition, to make us be successful. There's no other way.
No other way, but do you sense, and some people are suggesting that you sense a little panic there with what is going on in the country, the Prime Minister now calling people to come together. Do you sense panic in the Prime Minister's voice?
Well, the Prime Minister has advisors. He has different types of advisors. He has advisors who advise him on the economy. He has political advisors. He has spiritual advisors. And I would think that his advisors, most of the economic advisors, would have told him that the economy of Dominica may turn for the worse. Because as we speak, Matt, this country has suffered a serious brain drain. You have what referred to as pull and push factors in determining where people go. And in Dominica, we have a significant push factor whereby young people looking for jobs, looking for betterment, cannot find it in Dominica, and as such, they move across to neighboring islands and to metropolitan countries. You have people who were established in the public service, people with small businesses, entrepreneurs, managers, and in spite of their job titles, they left Dominica. That is evidence that this country's economy is not doing well and has not done well and is projected to get worse unless certain things change. We have an underemployment problem in Dominica, where you have skilled people not being paid enough for their skills. And then, of course, inflation is global. Post-COVID era, we have seen a significant jump in inflation rates throughout the world. But we have also noted that in several countries, the government took steps to minimize the effect on the population. Here in Dominica, we are seeing a rapid increase in inflation. Salary stays the same, wages stay the same, and when that happens, Matt, obviously that erodes the quality of life of the average citizen. In a few weeks, if that has not taken effect and subject to correction, we are going to get an increase in our Domlec bill. We had an increase in our DOASCO bill. We'll see an increase in certain licensures. So with those increases, we have salaries staying the same. So obviously, Matt, it means that the purchasing power of the average person is lessened, and therefore the hardship increases. We see the death of small businesses in Dominica. Matt, you from your own personal experience, you can, as I speak, you can identify a number of small businesses that have left the market, again, because there isn't support for them. The populace doesn't have the money to purchase. Only people do have the money, they buy their needs and not wants. You measure an economy where, against the purchasing power, we call it the purchasing power parity of a citizen. What does he have money? And when he has money, what can he do with it? So we have a situation here where this government has not paid much interest in foreign direct investment. The only investments that we see here are public sector investments. This government has not understood that for Dominica to get to the next level, we have to create an environment for the private sector to grow. We have only one or two set of business people in Dominica expanding and growing, while most entrepreneurs are suffering. And the reason why these businesses are growing is because the owners have capital leverage. They have a lot of money. They can take risks. They still get incentives from the government. And ordinary businesses continue to suffer. So until we have a government that understands what it takes to really develop a country and genuinely represent the people of Dominica, we're going to continue being last in many areas within the Eastern Caribbean Basin. Matt, yesterday I told you that it wasn't too long ago that St. Vincent was lagging behind Dominica when you look at economic data. That is no longer the case. And all this boast about the construction of the international airport, you have a marina coming up, roads are being built. First and foremost, Matt, it is basic for a government to build roads and schools. And I don't understand why is it that an ordinary Dominican would want to credit the Dominican Labour Party government for building a school or building a road. It's universal that a government is given the responsibility to provide such services to its population. And when you really look at the performance of this government for the last 24 years, never in the history of Dominica that a government had received such high revenue. Yet the revenue has been misused. A lot of the revenues were used on dead-end projects, on non-productive sectors, and that is an error. And of course, we continue to have concerns about a significant amount of money that leaves the shores of Dominica. You call that outflow.
Again, Joshua, just to wrap up the conversation there, So any attempt, just say Mr. Skerritt offers you at this time to come on board, you will continue to reject, sir?
Well, of course, Matt. I mean, at the end of the day, this is not about Skerritt for me. This is about the people of Dominica. It was never about Roosevelt Skerritt. You understand? It was never about trying to be part of a government to take revenge or because I have a personal problem with the prime minister. That's not the case. This is about the people of Dominica. And if for God's reason, it has to be by divinity that I have to serve in this government for the people, then I wouldn't have a choice. But outside of that, I have absolutely no reason to join the rank and file of the Dominica Labour Party.
All right, Joshua, thank you very much. It's 9:30. At 9:30, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll try to talk to another member of the opposition forces here in Dominica. Stick around.
Want to stay ahead in the world of electronic communications? Then you've got to check out Electoral, a production of the Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority. We dive into the hottest topics affecting the telecom sector, from the latest innovations to the policies shaping your digital future. Tune in to Electoral on the last 3 Thursdays of this month, November 14th, 21st, and 28th. In the digital world, knowledge is your greatest asset.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, there's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
Indulge your senses in the exotic fragrances inspired by nature, luscious fruits, tropical flowers, and mesmerizing beaches with Beef Air Freshener. Flowers of paradise, mango papaya, pina colada, pink lemonade zing, radiant sunshine, and white sand beaches make up the Beef Exotic Blends collection, perfectly blending vibrant tropical aromas with the inspiration drawn from around the Caribbean. Beef, for a happy, healthy home.
All right, Dominica, we're here. We're back. I did tell you I would try to speak to another member. This time from the United Workers' Party. That's the party he called out. I just want to remind you. We'll be back just a few seconds. Stick around. As I said, the Prime Minister was specifically talking about the United Workers' Party and some bright minds. I'm sure he may be including minds like Mr. Thompson Fontaine. Listen.
I want us to, if you don't mind, to stand and for us to extend or making this contribution in a positive and constructive way. You know, oftentimes we criticize the public service.
Not this one.
And I want to say thanks to and recognize.
I suspect we have lost that insert there for a minute, but I'll go back to it in a minute. But Dr. Fontaine is on the line. I'm sure he has heard the call from the Prime Minister, Mr. Mr. Skerritt. For a moment there, I'm losing my track of my mind. Hello, talk to me there. Dr. Fontaine, how are you doing this morning? Mr. Skerritt says he's calling for the bright minds from the United Workers' Party to come forward and a national unity. What's your thoughts?
Yes, Matt.
very good morning to you. A very good morning to you, and thank you for the opportunity to respond to this very interesting call. I think from the Prime Minister for national unity. Now we have heard those calls before. In the past, it has been referred to as an olive branch, but at the end of the day, nothing has really happened. The truth of the situation in Dominica is that we are, and I say we, the opposition, several of us are still before the courts on frivolous charges. Nothing in the actions of the Prime Minister would indicate that he's serious about this call. I think what we heard on Sunday is more a reaction to the waning popularity of the Prime Minister.
You said the not waning. Okay.
Waning.
Okay, thank you. Yes. All right.
It is beginning to fade in popularity of the Prime Minister. It also points to the fact that he understands that a number of his own followers, of his own Labour supporters, are no longer interested in providing that support. So that sounds almost like a call of desperation to me. You see, what is needed in Dominica right now is good governance, which we don't have from this current government. What is needed in Dominica right now is for people, yes, to come together, but to come together in a manner that is not hurtful to others, because that's what has been happening. I mean, you cannot for all of those years be prosecuting the opposition members, myself included, pulling us through all of these unnecessary court situations, trying to take our freedom away from us. In my case, my freedom was actually taken away from me, and they'll suddenly say, well, everything is okay, let's come together. It does not work that way. I think the Prime Minister needs to understand that his time is up, and that the best thing that he can do right now for the country of Dominica is to allow electoral reform, and let us go back to the polls with a clean slate, good electoral reform, a clean voters list, and let the people of Dominica decide the future direction of this country.
Mr. Fontaine, the call yesterday, I think we spoke yesterday, but we not discussed it. The call yesterday is for the opposition, meaning all the other opposition forces in Dominica, to come together to defeat the common enemy. What's your view on this? And is it something that you would consider moving forward?
Absolutely, Matt. I think now is a good time for all the opposition forces. We understand as a United Workers' Party that we are just part of the opposition. And what we need is a whole. And that means every single person that's in opposition to this current regime, we need to put our heads together. We need to work together. It has to be a collaborative effort. I think it would be foolish of me as the leader of the United Workers' Party to think that we can do it all. I think it's very important to understand that there are persons out there who are yet to support the United Workers' Party, but in opposition to the government. So while we are working on getting them with us, we have to join with them. We have to talk to them. We have to be in collaboration with them. That is the only way forward, as far as I can see.
So you are prepared to have discussions with these other opposition forces in Dominica at this point, and do you have a timeline? Because it seems urgent at this point.
But yes, this is ongoing. It's something that we've already initiated, and it is ongoing. I've been meeting with some of the leaders, the Freedom Party leader, for example, and others, that we have been in conversation with. I think it's very important to have that conversation. It's very important for us to understand their own position, where they fit, what plans they have in terms of contesting a next election. All of these I think is very important. We should not be pulling one way and everybody is pulling the other way. It's very important for us to speak with the same voice, singing the same tune, basically, and working together.
Would you be prepared to talk to Joshua Francis? He's the spokesperson for the new party on the block. Would you speak to him?
Oh, absolutely, man, absolutely. Why would I not want to talk to Joshua? Joshua has very good political instincts, and he's somebody that I'm sure would have some advice, and I would like to also get his thoughts as to what he's thinking. Remember, Joshua was very successful in defeating a well-entrenched Labour Party candidate in the 2014 election. When we worked very closely together, I saw him work up close. I was with him on many times in the constituency. I want to gain from that experience. I want to be able to know what it is to defeat this Labour Party candidate, because we have others in other constituencies that we need to defeat. My leadership is one of inclusivity. I include everybody. I am not one to exclude anyone. I understand that in this political game, or in this political theater, this political scene that in, it's about numbers. It's about being able to bring people on board. It's about being able to encourage people to be with your party. I am not the one to push people away. And I think, conversations with Josh is certainly on the card. Josh and every other person, as I said, who is currently in the opposition and who, like us, want to see the back of the government.
It's 9:40 in the morning. A lot of people are saying that we're not seeing enough of the United Workers' Party, the folks on the ground. What's your take on that? Are you doing a lot of work on the ground? I heard the Prime Minister saying you should go to funerals, you should go to birthday parties, you should go to christening. What's your take? Are we seeing the United Workers' Party on the ground? It seems that something is imminent, yeah? Believe me.
Matt, I will tell you what. This idea of being on the ground is really the best way. I think that everybody that we speak to will agree that the best and probably the only way to secure victory at the polls is to be on the ground in a sustained way, in a way that is visible, in a way that people can feel and touch it. In fact, as I speak to you, I'm driving. I'm on my way to another constituency this morning to spend the entire day there. I'm just one person, of course, but I am encouraging. I've always encouraged our party members, to do that, our caretakers, our prospective candidates. I've always been encouraged. Every time we meet in terms of our strategy and our discussion, I've always stressed the need for us to be on the ground, meeting with the people, doing what is necessary. I think that our kind of politics in Dominica dictates that. The people want to see you, they want to talk to you, they want to reach out to you, they want to feel you. And the only way that can happen is if you're on the ground and it's something doing it. I need to have in the criticism that people don't see enough of us. So that means we have to step up our game. It's very important. That's true. And I continue to urge our members to do just that. Let us step up the game. Let us do more. Let us be more active. Let us be more visible on the ground. That's the only way forward.
Yeah, because people are saying you guys are too quiet. You're too quiet.
Yes, I've heard that criticism, Matt. I have heard that criticism. And when people criticize you, it's good to take note of what they're saying. And in that case, I tend to agree that we can do a lot more. We are not doing enough as far as that is concerned. And we need to step it up a notch, because in those days, and especially we have so many issues to educate the people about. Electoral reform is one of those, the importance of voting. We have so much to tell the people in terms of our plans, our vision for the economy of Dominica, our plans to revive agriculture, our plans to put the young people in particular back to work, our plans for a marijuana industry, our plans for the water industries in Dominica. We have some solid plans that can rescue this country, that can take this country out of where it is. And the only way people are going to get this message is by being on the ground with them 24/7. And that's what we continue to do. Once I am back in Dominica full time at the end of this year, which is the plan that's going to be set up in a dramatic fashion. I have been out, for several months for the past couple.
So you're making the promise now, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, that you will be back as it relates full time somewhere at the end of December this year.
Yes, Matt, absolutely. Something that I understand what I'm saying about the need. This is a sacrifice that I'm prepared to make in the interest of Dominica. Everywhere I go, people are telling me they want to see me. They want me on the ground. So on my part, as far as South Sudan is concerned, I'm ready now for exclusively in Dominica to take that message, to take that vision across all of Dominica, to do it in a sustained way, in a way that by the time I'm done, Matt, every single Dominican, every school child, every older, elderly person in Dominica, every young man, every young woman, every single person in Dominica will know the plans that they have for this country will know of our sincerity in bringing change to Dominica. Will know of our sincerity in bringing economic development to this country, in rescuing this country from a very disastrous 24 years of Labour Party rule. And that is what I'm committing to the Dominican public, in a way that it is as clear as it gets. Because as I told you earlier, the importance of being on the ground, the importance of talking to people, the importance of sharing that vision that we have for the country is very important, because Dominicans need that hope right now.
Well, I'm happy to hear that you will be in Dominica from the end of December. And I'm also hearing there from critics that we need to mend, some critics at the top of the United Workers' Party. Do you intend to do that as well? There seem to be a lot of noises at the top of the United Workers' Party in Dominica.
But I think the Dominican public understand that it has not been an ideal situation, especially with me in out. They also understand that in terms of some of the issues that you mentioned and people are pointing to, that happens in any political organization. But I think at the end of the day, the interest of all of the United Workers' Party is in the best interest of Dominica. So I am confident that at the end, when all is said and done, we will unite around a common theme as a party, at the leadership level, at the middle level, at all levels of the party. We'll have that party unity that will be able to march forward confidently and really impress upon the Dominican public. Because, Matt, at the end of the day, people need to understand that we have to sacrifice our egos, we have to sacrifice our own self-interest, we have to even sacrifice the party's interest to put the interest of Dominica first. And if people understand that at the end of the day, what comes first is Dominica. If people understand that, we will all work together in unity and in harmony. We're not there yet, but we're getting there.
All right. Well, I'm very hopeful that we will see you there at the end of December. But I know you're still in Dominica. When is the next case? On the 14th of November, right?
Yes, Matt. This Thursday, I'll be back in court. As you know, it has started. Witnesses have been called, and so the case is ongoing. So I'll be back in court Thursday morning.
When is next question? When is the UWP delegates conference? When?
Our delegates conference is scheduled for December the 15th in Castibros.
Okay. Again, Dr. Thompson Fontaine, thank you. Thank you. A lot of revelations here this morning. Thank you very much. Well, the United Workers' Party leader says he will be back full time at the end of December. His case begins there at the end on November 14th. He'll be back in court. Somebody says, Matt, I'm a Porto UWP, but honestly speaking, they have let us down. Not only are they not on the ground, but we don't even have a voice. So, well, you just heard from the leader. There'll be a lot more of him in the various constituencies before another election is called. 9:48, Dominica. This is the hot set. This is where everything breaks. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Good morning. Yes. I'm here, sir. Hello? Nobody there is trying another call. Are you there, caller? Yes?
Yes, I am, Matt. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Matt, I'd like the listening public to take note that when Roosevelt Skerrit talks, when he speaks, you need to get your dictionary and try to analyze what he's really saying. Because when he calls for a national unity government, you must go into the dictionary and find out what exactly is a national unity government. Will a national unity government of Skerrit have Skerrit as the dictator? Not the examples I saw in the definition. Will it cater to self-determination for everyone? Yes. Will it cater to minorities, their rights? Yes. But does Roosevelt Skerrit look like that kind of government? But people really have to get their dictionary, because Roosevelt Skerrit has his own dictionary. And we saw a clear example of that when it came to the word consultation. Roosevelt Skerrit has his own definition of consultation. He made it clear. He's not following the normal definition of that word. Similarly, when he calls for national unity, he is talking about the Dominican Labour Party being the only party. No, a national unity government includes every party, and everybody gets to run the government and put their ideas in. And there's no dictator at the top of a national unity government. And by the way, Matt, national unity governments are only formed in cases of war, when there is a war. Does Dominica have a war?
Maybe Dominica has a crisis.
But Matt, only when there's a war that you have that kind of government. So we have to understand where Roosevelt Skerrit is going. He wants the Dominican Labour Party to be the one and all political party, and all other parties should disappear so that he can be the supreme dictator. He doesn't want a national unity government as described in the pages of the dictionary, Matt. Enough said. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's take a break. We'll come back, Dominica. This is the Hot Set, Dominica's most talked about talk show. Stick around.
Somebody book Creole, baby. Mouvement Créole à secure. Tout le monde créole pour attention. Comité pour études créole Dominique. Et puis Radio QFM qui est présenté. Mouvement Créole. Tous les mardis soirs, entre 6 et après-midi. Information, blague, interview, l'histoire, problème, discussion, reportage, apprendre à parler et puis écrit créole. Lien avec ton peuple créole. Bon musique créole. Mouvement créole. À nous fait un rendez-vous, messieurs, mesdames. Tous les mardis soirs, QFM qui est frappé avec bon parole créole. Sans ça participer, qui est nous? Rapidement, Mouvement Créole à seconde station QFM. Voici avec nous tous les mardis soirs 6h pour Mouvement Créole. Matchez ça. With the cup for the ice, bring your cooler. Bring your cooler, bring curtain for your chest. For your chest. People room number 1 all over. Number 1. Make ready in Dominica. TBB nice. TBB nice. TBB nice. TBB nice. TBB spice. TBB nice. TBB spice. TBB nice. When you come in the jam, you should have a BB in your hand. When you come in the band, you should have a BB in your hand. What we drinking? DBB spice. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. DBB spice. DBB nice. BB Spice Rum. It's more than just a rum. BB Spice Rum, distributed by Belfast Estate. Drink responsibly.
If you know your favorite store, dial it now. 612-1253. That's Mega. You can rely on Mega for some real deals on name brand clothing and electronics. High quality, low price. We are a wholesale and retail store located in Calabashi, right on the main road. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram as Mega Deals Dominica. Like our page. Check out our stuff. Call us. Visit us. Would appreciate that. Come try it on. Love it. Buy it at Mega Deals. Your one and only online and brick and mortar store. Mega Deals is also on wheels. We make it convenient for your shopping. We deliver straight to your door. Email us at info@megadealsda.com. Rely on Mega Deals for some real deals.
Want to stay ahead in the world of electronic communications? Then you've got to check out Electoral Bytes, a production of the Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority. We dive into the hottest topics affecting the telecom sector, from the latest innovations to the policies shaping your digital future. Tune in to Electoral Bytes on the last 3 Thursdays of this month, November 14th, 21st, and 28th. In the digital world, knowledge is your greatest asset.
Exciting news from AutoTrade. Incredible savings are here. Take advantage of AutoTrade's Thrifty Thursday promotion. Mark your calendars. On the last Thursday of each month, AutoTrade is offering up to 20% off items throughout the store. Yes, 20% off. But wait, here's more. Keep your eyes peeled for our exclusive Deal of the Day offer, bringing you even bigger discounts on select items. Whether you're looking for car accessories, maintenance essentials, or just browsing for a great deal, we've got you covered. So be sure to swing by AutoTrade every last Thursday. At AutoTrade, it's more than a vehicle, it's a relationship. Terms and conditions apply.
Cause I'm on my way.
KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good.
Cause I'm on my way.
Indulge your senses in the exotic fragrances inspired by nature, luscious fruits, tropical flowers, and mesmerizing beaches with Beef Air Freshener. Flowers of paradise, mango papaya, pina colada, pink lemonade zing, radiant sunshine, and white sand beaches make up the Beef Exotic Blends collection, perfectly blending vibrant tropical aromas with the inspiration drawn from around the Caribbean. Beef, for a happy, healthy home.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Yes?
Blessings to you, Mr. Pelte. Give me a minute.
I'm giving you a minute. I'm checking my watch now. Go ahead. Now, go ahead. 1 minute.
Yes, Matt, having to do with Roosevelt Skerritt. He understands there is a national crisis. This is a government in crisis. This is a country in crisis. The national unity he's talking about is to try to pacify and neutralize the resistance. And we can't get caught in that foolishness, Matt. Did I hear it? What did I want Dr. Thompson Fountain as a senator, Matt? That's what all you're saying?
No, he didn't call anybody's name. He just said the bright minds.
Oh, okay. Okay, Matt. Let me tell you something, Matt. The game Skerritt is playing, the game is over, Matt. Every little, a baby just born the other day, you know, a song dies out, F Skerritt. They give me land. They try to buy me, and those things, and this thing says, F Skerritt. A little baby just born, and her cry was, F Skerritt. Everybody knows Skerritt is a wicked and evil and devilish kind of a person. So all that call for government of national unity, no disaster, no war, nothing like that, for Skerritt to be calling just to neutralize and pacify people and confuse his followers, Matt. We can't continue like that, Matt. Dominica is going down rapidly, Matt, plummeting to the abyss. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, you just mid the over 20 seconds. Okay, blessings. You told me a minute. 449-3095, 449-3096. There are a lot of voice notes there that needs to be played. Let's see if we can get to a few at this point in time. Yes, this is Q, not a file. Let's see if we can try to download a few voice notes at this time.
Good morning, Matt, and good morning to all Dominicans.
Morning.
Matt, this call from Roosevelt Skerritt, like he is establishing an olive branch somewhere that will accommodate UWPites and persons of great ambition within the opposition. It is not so. It is the call for him to consolidate power in Dominica. And this is the reason why we have no official opposition leader in Dominica. He has eviscerated that position. This is where we are heading. This is a call for him to establish his full dictatorship in Dominica. And he comes like Jim Jones with his call, his olive branch call, to bring ambitious opposition figures to his poisonous pool, his pool of poison, to poison them. How many people have gotten themselves mixed up and tangled in an attempt of nationalism where they joined Roosevelt's carrot. How many of them did well? Look at all of them, how they winded up. Roosevelt's carrot is the only one standing because he is the mastermind of a con man. He's the mastermind of a wicked man, an unforgiving man, a demonic spirit. This man cannot call anybody to the table. He cannot extend any olive branch because he does not qualify to extend any olive branch to any Dominican. Time and time and time, he has tried doing that. He has done it. And what did he do? When the opposition stretched out their hands to take their olive branch, what did he do? He dragged them before the court. He have them tied up, expending monies that they don't even have to defend a case of persecution. That is what he's calling now, to stretch your hands out again so that he can cut it off. The man is a cold-blooded reptile. This man is not about nationalism. This man is not about Dominica. This man is not about building Dominicans. He's not about building country. This man has taken Dominica back 46 years into colonial rule by the Chinese. We are under a dictatorship again. We are under colonial rule. And this time, it was led by our own, a hungry, naked, fatherless and motherless boy from Vickers who thinks that he has power and he has all the country wealth, a corrupt man. That is what he is. And that we should be mobilizing to get rid of this man at the helm of our country. Because after so many years, Dominicans have been clamoring for electoral reform so that we can have free and fair elections in Dominica that speak to the democratic rights of the Dominican people, how they express it in their votes. What has he done after paying $750,000 to Justice Byron? Where is our electoral reform? If this man cared about Dominicans, he would have paid the people from Wesley, where he stole their lands. When you have a leader acting like a gangster, turning noble citizens into villains in Dominica, you steal all what they had. You took away their legacy that they inherited from their foreparents, from their ancestors in Dominica, by taking away their wealth, their lands, and did not pay them. Which leader does that? You just need to go Roosevelt's carrot. And what we should be doing is mobilizing a movement to get rid of this man. We should be mobilizing to get rid of this man, our own revolution, because this man does not believe in democracy. This man does not believe in any democratic principles. How do you apply democratic principles to get rid of a man who is so corrupt, to get rid of a man who have skewed himself so far into corruption, into stealing our elections? This man is our own Robert Mugabe in Dominica. This man is our own Putin in Dominica. This man is our own Xi Jinping in Dominica. This man is our own Erdogan in Dominica. This man do not believe in democratic expressions. Whenever Dominicans come out to protest, what does he do? He uses the police force, the corrupt force, to tear gas Dominicans. That is what he's trying to do, silent dissent in Dominica. Now he's coming out with an olive branch to do what? To call Dominicans to do what? To enter around your table to drink from your poisonous chalice? No, we don't want no poisonous cocktail. We want you gone. You need to get the hell out from the helm of our country so that we can rebuild our country. And we need to fight off the Chinese who are taking over our country like cockroaches. We need to get them out. We need to get them out. If we have to talk about independence, if we have to talk about future of country, if we have to talk about patriotism, Roosevelt's carrot cannot remain as the prime minister. He and his cabal have to go for us to reclaim our land. Thank you, Matt.
And vegans wake up.
Dominicans wake up.
Open up your eyes. Your country country needs you. Hope you realize our government is abusing its power and authority, and it is having adverse effects on the whole country. It is time for us to take a stand. After all, this is our native land. That is why I came back to sing, to expose the wicked things they're perpetrating. It is only time for the self-destruct. Greed and power is the TNT. The purpose is government was for the bucks. They don't really care about this country. All the scheming, conniving plans have caught up with them. They are facing insurmountable problems, and just as sure as the sun will rise, this government must fall. The handwriting is on the wall.
Somebody says, man, please don't be fooled. Your constitution says there shall be an opposition. So don't worry. It may be rough. It may be rough now. But weather the storm, steer the course, and hang in there. Better must come. That's a WhatsApp message.
Your country. Our government has no respect for the business community. No dialogue.
We'll come back to your phone calls in a minute, huh? Just enjoy this one from King Shortshire.
Taxing the poor ones who have no money, while their friends live in luxury. As a family and the Prime Minister, and your boys think down on figure. It is only time for the self-destruct. Greed and power is the TNT. The purpose in government was for the bucks. They don't really care about this country. All the scheming, conniving plans have caught up with them. They are facing insurmountable problems, and just as sure as the sun will rise, this government must fall. The handwriting is on the wall. Unprecedented corruption rampant throughout the island, and victimization to those who express dissatisfaction with the way this government wandering this country's revenue, accepting no accountability for the underhand things they does do. As you're trying to go to where they are over, and rewarding their friends so with night. Hurricane mash up the plane at Alcian. I oppose them, so they come and take back the land. It is only time for the self-destruct. Greed and power is the TNT. Their purpose in government was for the bucks. They don't really care about this country. All the scheming, conniving plans have caught up with them. They are facing insurmountable problems, and just as sure as the sun will rise, this government must fall. The handwriting is on the wall.
On the telephone, 1008. Talk to me. Yes, good morning. Yes.
Hey, good morning, Matt. How are you doing, brother?
How you doing? How you doing, partner? You good?
I'm well. I'm doing okay. Give thanks.
You
I
sound
want to say a pleasant morning to all of your listeners, all of Dominica. You know, the Dominicans, we are in desperate situation right now, Matt.
I see you listening. I'm paying attention.
I am listening. I am paying very, very close attention. So this is why, Matt, I would like to take a few minutes to just comment on what I call the foolishness of this gentleman who is supposed to be the prime minister.
Okay.
What I make out of this, first of all, Mr. Fontaine has said very well what should be said. I heard Mr. Francis, and I would believe that all the other members, all the persons in Dominica that are members of the opposition opposed to the regime that is in place would agree that at this point, what is required is a united front to get rid of this monkey on our back. We already know we cannot get anywhere under Mr. Skerritt's regime. And what has happened, what you played from Mr. Skerritt is his own admission that he cannot do any better than he has done this far. He's tried everything. Most recently, he had a reset. When he agreed that what had existed for more than 20 years wasn't doing it, he called for a reset, and he had a reset. The reset is only 2 years into operation, and because there is zero reset, we have in fact gotten worse. We've now had the admission from Mr. Skerritt that things are very bad. Kaipul Kwazi. Right now, he is reaching out to find a way to stay in office as prime minister because all of us know what awaits Mr. Skerritt once he is removed from the cover, the diplomatic cover that he gets as prime minister. So because everybody knows, I won't bother to say anything about it. But Mr. Skerritt right now is desperate to remain as prime minister. So he is trying every last thing that he knows. But it is too late, too little, too late. The Dominican people, because of the suffering that we've been put through over the last 24 years, because of the retreat that this country has made, we have gone backwards. And as such, he's trying everything right now. The people are ready. The people of Dominica are ready to change this regime and for us to make a fresh start in this country and take the country to where it belongs, where it can be, and where people who are genuinely interested in the welfare of Dominica and the Dominicans would like to take Dominica. So at this point, I say the movement must continue to unite, 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 and united we stand. United, the people will use the ballot to get rid of this guy. I wouldn't call his name. Matt, thank you very much for this opportunity. And I look forward to that day, hopefully not too long, when we will have that opportunity for a new start, a fresh start in Dominica. Thank you very much, brother.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for calling in. 10:12 is the morning time.
Good morning, Matt. Matt, when I hear the dear Prime Minister of Dominica, Roosevelt Skerritt, call for national unity, and it tells me that Skerritt really afraid in his ass. Because it seems like the international circle, ring of thorns is closing in around his neck. So Skerritt looking for allies to create a wall around him. UWP not stupid like that. No other party in Dominica, nobody who has stood against Skerritt would ever join Skerritt. Join Skerritt for what? So Skerritt can be king and you be his minion under him? But anything Skerritt touches becomes tainted, corrupt, scared worse than the worst computer virus this world has seen. Scary don't even have to touch you to corrupt you. Scary just have to breathe in the same ear space as you, and you become corrupted. That is all. So anybody Scary call and they go is because the virus has already infected them. They are okay with becoming dirty. And Scary needs a buffer so he can cement his place at the helm of Dominica and evade prison. But Ali raised a man for a biggest prison. So, Uncle Scaro, you have to take your own. You have to take your own, my brother. The amount of older women, children that have cried in the last 20 years. Uncle Scaro, take your beating, man. And just agree. I have done wrong. And I am taking my beating now. My brother, don't wait for too long for you to end up like Gaddafi or like Saddam. We don't want to have them to pull you out of our hole or drag you in the street and shoot you with your own gun. So, my brother, just agree and move out. Let all the bright minds you talk about there rebuild Dominica, because it's going to take a full 50 years to get Dominica back on par with the rest of the Caribbean. And nobody wants to create a buffer for you, Scary, because we warned you. We gave you a chance. We give you an inch, you take 46 million miles. So take what you get, brother, and move out of the way. Let somebody come and fix this country so people can come home to Dominica and celebrate and enjoy and return like prodigal sons, all of us in the diaspora. Let us come home and rebuild our country. But tout now, la misela, awa.
Every morning for the hot seat on Q95, the latest
A little break here.
She had shiny eyes. I never thought I would lose her.
Somebody says I should play this one there because many liberals have shiny eyes, huh?
I need her. I need you here tonight. I'm not gonna love me. Shiny eyes. I'll give you money.
I'll give you money, shiny eyes.
I'll buy you TV.
When was the last time you heard this one there? Only on the House of the Mat in the morning. Let's take it from the very top, Dominica, very top. 1016. A little entertainment at this time. We pause for a cause.
I met this girl in St. Lucia. She had shiny eyes. I never thought I would lose her. She's as pretty as the morning sky. I need her love. I need you here tonight. I'm not gonna love me. Shiny eyes. I'll give you money. Shiny eyes. I'll buy you TV. Shiny eyes. If you don't leave me, shiny eyes.
I'll give you tickets, shiny eyes. Tickets to come home to vote.
Mama.
A little stipend.
Do not mention glitter and shine. Say she'll come back and sing some. When I tell she about PTV, she says she'll come back immediately.
Come join me, shiny eyes.
Shiny eyes. Mama, shiny eyes. But I should have listened when Mama won. Woman love money like Paula.
Wow, a big one there. My friend Tiani, do you have shiny eyes? Just asking the question based on a comment there. I've been trying to reach Tiani there since yesterday. I need him to talk to him one-on-one to find out what people are saying may be true or are not. Is not true at all. Huh?
If just for a moment I could feel your tender touch, it release the heartache that I'm feeling so much. St. Lucian woman, like you cast a spell on me.
Dominican women, huh?
Come back and love me.
Come back and love me.
Yes, I'll buy you jewelry. Shine me eyes. I'll support your family. Shine me eyes. If you don't leave me, shine me eyes.
Oh boy. Sounds like a song for the NEP boy this morning.
Mama, shine me eyes.
Where did you come up with this one?
Glitter and shine. She says she'll come back and sing some.
That suggestion there from one of my callers, huh?
When I tell she about jewelry, she says she'll come back immediately. Oh, shine me eyes. Mama, shine me eyes.
Somebody suggested another song. We'll play a little later, okay?
Mama, one woman love money like foul love.
I hope my friend Tiani, you're not docking me. We are boys. We'll take my call, okay? Let's have a honest, professional conversation, okay? Let's go to the telephone at this time. Enough entertainment. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Good morning. Yes, are you there?
Morning to you and your listeners at home and abroad.
Morning to you, sir.
Yes, let me just say that there is not a coalition government in Dominica. The coalition government ended in the 2005 election. What one could say, you have persons who supported the Freedom Party before in this government. You have persons who supported the United Workers' Party before in this government. We have examples of those persons there. For example, the Speaker, as a major, from a member of the UWP who is Speaker of the House in this government and so forth. So there is no coalition government. Now, the Prime Minister's call for a government of national unity is a desperate call. The Prime Minister recognized that after 20 plus years in government, his government has not lived up to the expectation of the people. A number of persons who supported the government before are feeling even harder than those who don't support the government. And things are terrible in the country. People are leaving the country in droves and going to neighboring islands. I know persons who were in service, the government service, who left and went to Anguilla to work, went to Antigua, who went to St. Kitts to work. They're leaving. And there are many other persons who are struggling out down there, who are leaving and looking for other areas to survive and so on. So the country is in bad shape. So the Prime Minister recognized that his government is in serious trouble and their support has declined drastically. It has declined. If you go around the country, people talk to you, you'll hear what they're saying. I mean, if you look at, they had this opening of this airport thing and this conference, and usually you'll hear a big hype about that and people run to, when the vehicle is passing with the announcement, people run out and shouting his name. This is not the day for that. Those are gone. So they recognize that, and the call that he made is a desperate call, a desperate plea for support and so forth. And I think the best thing Mr. Skerrit can do for the country is to finish the electoral reform issue, the minor recommendation that was made to increase the age of the chief elections officer from 55 to 65, cleanse the list, campaign finance reform, voter ID card, this basic thing, put them in place, and then settle the country for election, and then you will see what it is in terms of how the people of Dominica would react to free themselves from this lazy government that is not producing. So I don't think anybody should spend time on Skerrit call, because it's not a genuine call. I mean, I don't know if you heard when he made a statement in Wesley. I mean, you go and open an airport, and somebody mentioned that to you, I think, yesterday, one of those days, that when you have a government project, it's a national government project, every citizen who want to attend should attend. But now they're distributing T-shirts for people to come as a Labour Party function. And if you go there and you're not a Labour, people are upset, like you come and cut their whooper, taking their refreshment and so on. They're upset with you. So you have turned everything into a partisan thing and so forth. And therefore, they're under serious problem. The person said they don't know if these people only have Labour clothes, and they have to go to everything with Labour Party clothes. And in that function, I don't know if you heard him said, or wherever he said it, that the minority wanted to get him out so badly that they had people with eggs under their arms in 21 constituency trying to make a most. That sort of thing a prime minister would say in the groundbreaking of a major project like this. You want to bring unity in the country, not laughter and ridicule and so forth. And at the same breath, you're calling the day after for unity or for government national unity. That tells you that's a desperate call that Mr. Skerritt is in trouble. They recognize that. And I tell you that Mr. Skerritt had in his mind to call an election, but a number of persons were very upset, including their supporters, that they would call an election 2 years after the last election. And you saw they brought all the big guns down. And once you see them here, I was told by one of their key people, once you see, I'll call Sunday, once you see Martin Charles here, Kel Vadaro here, Ian Pinard, not Ian Pinard, Ian
Douglas, yes.
And this lady from Grand Bay there.
Justina.
Justina Charles, whatever else is also named now. There. It means they're on the rise for action. And you see Lawa, that is Paul Alexander, Grand Bay, who lives in St. Thomas here. There's a call for action. But he's carried, he's not a strategist. I know he's carried very well, he's not a strategist, but I mean his money is working for him. You have all of these monies, all of these passport and all of these kickbacks money that is working for him. So he pays people to do those work. And they have advised him that because they're not sure what the opposition will do, whether the opposition will boycott or run, so they will not take any chances and so on. Because the fact that they got a bell there, I don't know if you notice when Pierre, that's Philip J. Pierre,
the St. Lucian Prime Minister, yes.
Prime Minister of St. Lucian, he referenced the bell. So, somebody said something, and he said, and it came through like another again to get some advice. Get some advice. In my own mind, that's what they tell him, don't say anything, just ring the bell, which he did, and so forth. So this guy, this call is a desperate call, and so forth. But we are not interested in any desperate call. We're interested in electoral reform and to put these things in order, and we can have an election after reform, so we can give Dominica a rescue, and so on. We need to move a thing called Operation Restore Hope in Dominica, because people have lost hope in this government. So I don't think we should spend time and waste them on Skerritt foolishness about Olive Branch or the government national unity. He's just a nuisance talking. Thank you so much, Matt.
All right, thank you. Somebody's saying here, the UWP must shake up this party. They have so much support on the ground and they're playing around. If the UWP not doing anything, people have nowhere to turn but to stay natural. And by this, the Labour Party will naturally have the upper hand. When the PM withdraw charges against the opposition, then I will agree that he has a true heart, extending olive branches. PM, you cannot be double-sided. You're extending olive branch, but you still have the men in court. What are you really saying? Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
What are people mad?
My brother, look for the people under the mat. 1028, are you there? Talk to me.
Hey, Matt, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
It's your partner. That's the way I describe it.
It's okay. Yes, go ahead.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me any question. I don't have to answer you, but can you ask me any question?
Is our Prime Minister, is he gay?
Is he gay? You would have to ask him himself. I don't know he is, but you can ask him himself.
Yeah, because I find he lovely would ask. And ask. I know what
the man said that one time. You said the man like I won't go with you on that one. I won't go with you on that one. 1028.
Night and day are catching hell. People think are doing well just because I sing a few calypso. But that is my misery. Calypso don't make money, but most of them don't know that I have my axe to grind, just like any other man, existing in poverty, and this giant ghetto lamb. But I intend to hang on. Tell them for me no dice. I ain't gonna eat lies. I ain't gonna grow old, sitting in the cold, not me. No,
nobody go run me.
Eat me. They go have to eat me, or the heads go roll. Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land. Nobody go run me from where me come from. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me.
Somebody say now.
Me papa must yam. Me woman must yam. Me picky must yam. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Life ain't much for us to choose. Some we win and some we lose. But sometimes life is so confusing. I had a lot of friends one time whom I used to wine and dine and give them bread when they need it. Now most of them against me.
Hello, 10:30 is the morning time. Talk to me, yeah? Uh-huh.
Hey, morning, Matt. How you doing?
How you doing, my brother? How are you?
I good. Just a little reminder there.
Okay.
Matt, in 2017, when Maria come, when Maria Hurricane and Marilyn, tropical storm Marilyn was 2014 or somewhere around.
There was Erica, and there was
Erica. Anyway,
Erica.
when Erica came and mashed up those places up on the southeast side of
yes.
Yes. Roosevelt was the one, that come to the nation and tell the nation how. Just a reminder, to show you how he's a no good. Roosevelt was the one that come to the nation and tell the nation how he's so proud of Lennox Clinton and how Lennox Clinton good ideas and whatever.
I remember that.
We forward. And Matt, a couple nights after, that same Roosevelt carried they go on the radio. And his giggle and his grin, telling the nation with sarcasm, he don't know, like, what's that effect like? He don't know where Lennox, if Lennox thinks he's gonna ride in helicopter with him, with Mr. Going, that kind of a way. That was the way he was describing the relationship with Lennox on an other stage. You understand? So one day, he praised Lennox for being there, giving the proper advice and whatever, logistics and whatever. But in the same bone, he himself take his same tongue and chastise Lennox as to him. He don't know what Mr. was thinking, if his head was good or something like that, And every time he get the chance, when he realize he's stuck, he come in with an olive branch. So now he don't say olive branch again. Now he's saying who'd have the smart minds to come on board. You understand? You can see that person is bipolar. Is 1 second they're saying that, another second he's saying another thing, and everything contradicting. So in all, it's just time for Dominicans to see right through the mirror and just make up all your mind. Some of you don't have the patience to come out in the red clothes, I know that. But all you can see, Dominicans can see, how the home running. If your home economy running properly, that means the country running properly. If your home economy running bad, it means the country running bad. It is very simple. So Dominicans get the picture, and I don't know, I believe to myself, Dominicans will call that judgment day come election day. I have that utmost feeling there, because let me tell you, Matt, everywhere you go in Dominica, people balling. People can take care of their children properly. You understand? People can pay their bills properly. People back on everything. And you have one single man stand up in the center. You see, they put him in the center and pray for him. That one man there stand up in the center and he just prancing up in Labu, making dirty water for people. That's as far as go for the morning. I wouldn't go more far than that.
Okay, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Election come and gone. Some of them treat me with scorn. Others put the whole point against me. Tell them I don't give a damn. I am going to sing my song exactly as I see it. Whoever want to make me a political enemy, who feel that they playing God and could wreck the life for me, tell them I ain't running nowhere. For me, no thanks. I ain't gonna these lies. I ain't gonna proud. Sitting in the cold, not me shorty. No way. All you have to beat me. All you have to bury me. More than 6 feet or more.
Somebody says, Matt, the UWP should use this call by Skerritt to whip him. Let the people know that Skerritt sees the worth in the UWP.
Nobody go run me.
That this country can move on.
Nobody go run me.
How without UWP he feels unvaluable. He needs help from the UWP. He can no longer do it. So go get out the way and let the UWP run things. Somebody's saying here.
Nobody go run me.
This is what they should do. Turn this into his own words against him.
Gone. Some of them treat me with scorn. Others put the whole point against me. Tell them I don't give a damn. I am going to sing my song exactly as I see it. Whoever want to make me a political enemy, who feel that they playing God and could wreck the life for me, tell them I ain't running nowhere. No thanks. I ain't gonna these lies. I ain't gonna proud. Sitting in the cold, not me shorty. No way. All you have to beat me. All you have to bury me.
On the telephone, 1035. Yes, hello. Yes.
Hi, good morning, Matt. How are you doing?
Morning to you. How you doing, Blue Blue?
I'm doing fine. Matt, if the workers can do everything he cannot do, can you play the song Abutai for me, please?
Which one? Which one?
Worker, you blaming workers for everything. Move there and give workers a break to come inside and do the job.
Oh, Butai? Is this Butai wrote that one?
Yeah, Butai have a song like this. But if the workers doing everything, move out and give workers a chance.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'll try to find it.
Get
Yes.
that song Abutai and play it for me, please. Right.
We'll try that. Thank you very much. 449-3095. Yes. Hello, talk to me. Hello. Hello. Yes, talk to me. Yes. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning, Matt.
Morning, man. How you doing?
Yes, the name of the song is Workers That Do That.
Yeah, Workers That Do That from Butai. Yes, okay. I'll try.
Yes.
I'll try.
And tell Skerritt, we don't want his olive branch. Keep it to itself.
Okay. Thank you very much. 449-3095, 96 and 97. Let's take a break. We'll come back. While we'll try to find that song there of Butai. Workers That Do That. Let's come back and do this.
KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good.
'Cause I'm on my way.
Indulge your senses in the exotic fragrances inspired by nature, luscious fruits, tropical flowers, and mesmerizing beaches with Beef Air Freshener. Flowers of paradise, mango papaya, pina colada, pink lemonade zing, radiant sunshine, and white sand beaches make up the Beef Exotic Blends collection, perfectly blending vibrant tropical aromas with the inspiration drawn from around the Caribbean. Beef, for a happy, healthy home.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Good morning, Matt.
My brother, how you doing?
Good, Matt. Good. Matt, let me say something about Mr. Joshua Francis.
Okay.
This morning, it was a fella I had that for him when I heard him join another party.
Okay.
Up another party. But when I heard him speak from yesterday up to this morning, this man is a great man. I am asking our leader, Thompson Fountain, to meet with Mr. Joshua Francis immediately and get closer to him and see what we can do to build up Dominica. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother. 449-3095-9697. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Matt, good morning.
Morning, my brother. How you doing?
Yeah, again, let me ask you, what is the... I did not go to so much school, so I need you to tell me what is the meaning of that word. What is the meaning of demise?
Demise, let me see if I can put in the most simple way for you. I'm trying to break it down there, but give me a second there. Give me a second, okay? Hold on. I'm just checking that there are many, of course, different meanings to that word there. Demise meaning the death of the person, the end of something that was previously considered to be powerful. These are the two meanings I'm getting there. Are you there,
Let me
caller?
tell you, I'm not a UWP, I'm not a labor, I am a man that anybody that from in the full, they need to be removed. And bottom line. But right about now, you see Brian Nilsson, if he has to continue on the path that he's currently going, he will be UWP demise.
The downfall, the termination, the downfall, the death of the UWP. That's what you mean.
But I always had had a special love for, but right now, that if he has to continue, his brother in deep shit. Yeah.
Well, you could call Brian and tell him that. 449-3095-9697. Let's go back to the telephone. It's let's take a break. We'll come back. Okay.
KFC delivery is here. Just place your order at www.kfcdominica.com, Facebook or WhatsApp at 614-2633 and your order will be delivered to you. KFC, it's good.
'Cause I'm on my way.
Indulge your senses in the exotic fragrances inspired by nature, luscious fruits, tropical flowers, and mesmerizing beaches with Beef Air Freshener. Flowers of paradise, mango papaya, pina colada, pink lemonade zing, radiant sunshine, and white sand beaches make up the Beef Exotic Blends collection, perfectly blending vibrant tropical aromas with the inspiration drawn from around the Caribbean. Beef, for a happy, healthy home.
Tune in every morning for The Hot Seat on Q95. The latest happening events, breaking stories, and behind-the-scenes in-depth investigative reports. Stay locked for more fair and balanced talk on The Hot Seat on Q95, the big station.
Are you there on the telephone? Hello? Yes, sorry about that. Let's try this call. Are you there? Yes?
Yes, I'm there. Good morning, Mark.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay.
Mark, are we not in a democratic country?
Yes, of course.
Isn't anybody free to support any political party?
Yes.
And are they not entitled to their own opinion?
I'm sure we respect that.
Is the United Workers' Party bounded by what Brian Lincoln had to say?
No.
He's not even on the executive. So what is this talk about? What Brian says is Brian says the man is entitled to his opinion. Leave him alone. I mean, what is this thing about begging people to come? And Brian said, don't beg people, don't beg. That is his opinion. Or you can't be fighting among him and because he doesn't think it is worthy of begging people. Yesterday I had this topic. I also want to say When it comes to Lauren, Barnes, and who's the other one across it? Okay,
Timothy.
Not Timothy, one before that. Lauren, the first you're talking about, and Joshua. Okay, so there's Lauren and Joshua. Both Lauren and Joshua, if they think the United Workers' Party is the best option for Dominica, they can stay right on the ground and do the work they're supposed to do. Nobody has to tell them, come into the party and look at an executive position. Nobody's buying people. Julius Timothy crossed the floor. He worked with the Labour Party. He campaigned for the United Workers' Party. He didn't ask anybody to put him in a position. You have to be guided by your conscience and do what is right. Nobody has to pay nobody to join any political party. Okay? Everybody do what they have to do. If you want that party, do your work. Stop looking for come and join you. No come and join you. Everybody do what they have to do. Thank you.
All right. I'm still trying to find that song of Wu-Tang, but we'll get there. We're going to use this one, 1997.
Wouldn't rest me head, I was feeling dread. I didn't understand what was happening. My God, I started screaming. I was feeling dread. Me head to the Almighty. Then it could spread for me. What is this red time situation? So many things I couldn't understand. Everybody you see, just on yourself, boy. You're making it look so what singing. Who feels it? No, it's not a joke when a boy run with your wife. Who feels it? No, here comes your wife, bringing a ready meat child. Who feels it? No, who in the kitchen, who does feel it? Who feels it? No, sing it, people. I know you feel it.
You know, there's one song I've been looking there. I've asked Buta himself, but I haven't discovered that song. Do you remember that song when it said, Hero, let my people go? Remember that song? If you have that song, send me a copy of that one. Hero, let my people go.
Unemployment today is the greatest right. Everywhere you go, there's the people like, and I'm feeling dread.
Somebody says, Matt, your callers need to be matured with politics and stop looking for scapegoats and making up their mind about supporting the UWP. Trump was vilified by his own Republicans, much less for Democrats, and still won. Word to the wise, vote your conscience and don't worry about Brian. He has an opinion that should be respected, like all of us. Huh?
You want to free and you can't be the use of it. Who feels it? No, supporters, they know right on their knees. Who feels it? No, that's a question I want to ask. Who feels it? No, how we came together, blast from the past. Who feels it? No, pressure inside you, busting up in your head. And if you cannot control it, you're gonna kill somebody dead. Hey. Let me hear it.
On the telephone, 1047, talk to me, yes?
Yes, right. Good morning.
My brother, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man.
Okay,
but I want to touch on the line of censorship and the lack of free speech and democracy. But each and every one of us will view things and see things at a different level, at a different perspective. And since yesterday, I hear the attack coming on my brother Brian.
Okay.
Brian is entitled to his view and his independent amendment. We have his right, fundamental right under the Constitution. And let's bear in mind, we just witnessed a presidential race where Donald Trump was censored from Facebook and just mainly various platforms. And Matt, what happened is that the American citizens, the voters, they give him a mandate, not just the college vote, Matt, but that based on the Second Amendment, Matt, where he was deprived from his rights. Matt, the American people gave him the popular vote as well. So I want to condemn the people who trying to censor and muzzle and silence Brian's right, fundamental right. It is wrong. We must not do that. And the thing about it is that we have a level of biasness and hypocriteness in Dominica.
While I agree with you, my brother, while I agree with you, Brian has his opinion, but other people also have their opinion as well. Would you respect that?
I agree, but why can't they respect his own? So that is what I'm saying. Let us move on a level playing field. Let us be fair, and let us be honest, and let us be transparent, and let us respect each other's opinion. That's all I'm saying.
All right, brother. Thank you very much. Yes. We have to agree to disagree sometimes. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes?
Yes, Matt, good morning.
How are you, brother? How are you?
I'm fine, good. Matt, something I don't understand.
What is it that you don't understand?
Roosevelt's current government has 19 seats in government. Is that right, Matt?
19, yes.
And you're asking the opposition party to join forces with your government. And you have 19 seats in parliament. You don't realize something is not right, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
Because, for instance, he know that on the new laws are going to pass for electoral reform, he know that voters' ID card is there. He know that people that live in overseas, they have to be a resident in Dominica. You have to be residing in Dominica in order for you to register to vote. He know that there. He know cleaning of the list is there, which means the list is going to be clean, it's going to be sanitized, a new complete list. So which means only dead people is out of there. The people that is living overseas and they have not been living in Dominica for the past 6 months, residing in Dominica, their name is out completely. He know that. There are 2 that we was fighting for, we haven't get as yet, but it's okay. But he know well, if what we have now passed in Parliament, he know he can never win an election again in Dominica. So right now he's looking for all kinds of strategy. So now his advisors and them run out of ideas. So what they're trying to make him do now, my brother, try to see if you can buy or get as much people as possible in the opposition side. That is the reason why Ian Douglas went and speak to his cousin and tell him, if you come home, you're going to be the general attorney, the next general attorney, you will be the next general attorney.
The attorney general, not the general attorney, okay? General, not
yes,
the general.
The attorney general, sorry. You check, you will be the next attorney general. You will run up for Portsmouth. The Douglas family will reign in Portsmouth still. He fought for that. And he went on talking about he going back home, but he don't know it's a golden calf they're going to kill for him. He don't even know the meaning of that. You know what I mean? And Matt, let me tell you something, eh? There are 3 men in Dominica that I give high respect to in Dominica. And I respect them as either more. Take, for instance, Mr. Lennox Linton, Honorable Mr. Ellis James, Matt Peltier, and Matt, I'm talking about fellas like Hillary and the other commissioner that is in the commission. And Matt, those guys fighting for Dominica, I put respect for them. There are others, but those there, I respect them because, take for instance, there are 1 more I'm going to add to my list, which is the attorney at law, Joshua Francis. But did you hear Joshua Francis say, if you have 10 cars, you can only drive 1?
It's true.
Did you hear him say, if you have 10 houses, you can only live in 1?
He said that.
Matt, do you know what that means? Matt, no matter what they offer him, he is good with what he has, but he will not sell his country. He will not live rich and see his people suffering poor. That man standing up for country. That's a good man, Matt. That's a good man. And I can tell any one of the leaders in the United Workers' Party, they better put the differences aside and get back Joshua Francis back in this party and let us check out Roosevelt Skerrit in where he is there right now. And I listen in.
All right. Wow. All right. It's 10:53. I finally found this one there. If it's workers that do that, then put them back, right? We're wrapping up with this one, huh? Butai Jama B.
Oh, God, the Father help me. What we go do, the new generation of labor. Hey, you're in the country, the new generation of labor. Nobody knows what their intention. For election, they never had a plan. That's why today so much sadness. Everywhere you go is madness. Economy on fire. Country in a disaster. The very best is to send man to the rest. Ahoo, mama. Ahoo, mama. Ahoo, mama. Friend of labor. Ahoo, mama. Ahoo, papa. Ahoo, mama. If there is murder, all they give it we is just funeral. Country can afford the next burial. Who next they go sacrifice up and it just running down the I pray. Who gonna be the next man in the grave? Let me go. Jam Every day people asking, where is that vision, the new generation of labor? They're so damn short-sighted, crashing that collision, the new generation of labor. They say it was for the country's sake, but up till now, Charlie just cannot make. I was back in ministry, no banana goes in ministry, we might go back on the blacklist because of all his malice. I just don't know why this man won't live in peace. So God, ahoo mama, ahoo papa, ahoo mama.
Matt, Dominicans too sensitive. Every little thing they're making a big issue, especially European supporters. What is the difference between European supporters and Labour? The only difference is that every little thing that happens within the party, they come and they voice it. Labour Party, they too fair in it. They too fair in it. They take it and they sit down on it. So what Brian Linton doesn't want Joshua Francis to join with UWP? Is he the UWP party? Brian Linton is just one person. As the lady said, he is entitled to his opinion. And if he chooses to voice his opinion, that's on him. I don't understand what is the big deal. All you going on and on about Brian Linton. Brian Linton is but one person. He is not the UWP party. The man have a right to say what he wants. And people have a right to listen to him or not. And people have sense and educated and really want this man off Dominica back. They wouldn't listen to Brian Linton. So what is the big deal? I don't understand. We're going on and on about Brian Linton and Brian Linton. Brian Linton is but one person. I'll say it again. He's but one person. He doesn't represent the views of the party as a whole. He's just one person, and maybe a few of them have the same sentiments as him, but he is not the party. So I don't understand. All you going on and on everything, all you have to make a big whoopla. My goodness, there's more pressing issues. Skerrit gonna call election in January. That's what all you should be worried about. Hitting the streets from now so that he cannot do it. All you worry about Brian Linton, what Brian Linton say. The man have a right to say what he wants. Everybody does. Even Skerrit have so much things Skerrit and all you not taking him to task on it. Seriously, we tell all you ask if all you want election. Or no, but all you're not taking him to task, but what Brian Linton say, you're making a big whoopla. Brian Linton is but one person. My goodness, man.
For people they hurting, yet they keep on taxing. New generation of labor. Just like you dance, they trade the country. They hungry to get
money. Treating me like enemies. Look at what they do and see me now. They give credit union. It's like the boys have no conscience. They're selling out our souls to IMF.
And that's it for today. We'll be back at 1 o'clock. The new generation of labor. I'm afraid of labor. Jama B 2004 2004.
All they giving we is just funeral. Country got up for the next burial. Who next they go sacrifice up and they run it up the eye. I pray. Who gonna be the next man in the grave?
This is the Q95 in the morning. Join me again at 1 o'clock. Let's take our final call. Are you there, caller? You have 60 seconds. Yes, hello. Yes, you have 60
seconds. Good morning, Matt. Good morning.
You have 60 seconds, my brother. 60 seconds. Are you there?
Matt, let me say it quick.
Yes,
let me say it quick.
Tell me.
Politics, in politics, there is no permanent enemy. There is no permanent enemy in politics. There's only permanent interest. And people have to realize politics is not personal. Politics is about the inclusive. It's about all of us. It's nothing personal. So I want the supporters of the UWP and everybody that really want Dominica to move forward to concentrate on the issue. Stop losing focus and concentrate on the issue. Dominica have too many issues. We have to move forward.
I like that. We're at the end of that note, though. It's 11 o'clock. I'm playing this one before I go. Brother Spider.
I love
Calypso, sweet Calypso. Everywhere I go.
I sing Calypso, but I feel friends are
Believe me. I can see you singing along this morning there.
Calypso puts me in the red, so I finish with that singing songs for the dead.
I sing in Sankey. I sing in Sankey. I sing in Sankey song. Before what?
Before the monkey, I sing them Sankey. Sing for Sankey song. Yeah, I sing in Sankey for Jay and John. Yeah, I pay homage until freedom come. Singing strictly Sankey all over. Singing Sankey song.
You love that one, huh? I've got to go. This is why you love the hot seat, huh? Most talked about. I'm gone until 1, talk on the block.
Every freedom man, converted labor right. Every steel band man, all Calypsonian, every militant. Yes, we all sing Sankey, sing Sankey. Come on up and clean the horn. Every voice prepared. From now on, we have to play for the dead. I'm singing Sankey. I'm singing Sankey.
You want to sing? You want to sing? Hello. You want to sing?
Before the monkey, let's keep them Sankey.
My friend in G-Mits, you singing, huh? Don't allow the rain to fall now.
Yeah, we pay homage until freedom come. Singing strictly Sankey all over town. Party dead and done. Singing Sankey song. All your tyranny.
My brother Simeon, I know you're locked in this time.
All your corruption. All your division. Yes, when
You should call me and ask me the question next time, okay?
terror and lust for power. After 20 years or so, much sorrow and pain, there have been return for her again. Let's keep them sanky, let's keep them sanky, let's keep them sanky song. Before the country, we'll sing them sanky, simple sanky song. Yeah, we sing sanky for OJ and John. Yeah, we play for Metro till freedom come. Singing sweet and sanky all over. Party together, singing sanky song.
Here's another one, another big one there from the Spider before we go. Somebody says, man, I love you. You are the best. I love you too.
I don't need nobody to tell me what is going on in my country. Oh, I can see all the confusion, hatred, jealousy, and division. We don't have a sound economy, only acid, stress, and misery. No citrus, no copper, no banana. Rusty gone and left us to suffer right and the Christmas season. 60 apples that was stolen down. Day by day, Lord, we keep going down. For that is what we come. On your banana sun, your cocoa and the ground. Still waiting for the vision to come. And to make matters worse, look the apparatus, put a 5% sales tax on us. So we keep going down on the road to Sodom, and the whole country keeps going down slowly. Just look at NBC, banana industry, it's going down slowly. I feel little children trapped in red, crying and waiting flat for the dead. I knew this would bring a curse on us. One day perfect things are getting worse. Remember the Holy Bible said, Yahweh takes no pleasure in the dead. If you think I like to go tomorrow, and I feel the stomach, your PRO will tell you that abomination. That is Sodom, that is how we come. Day by day, Lord, we keep going down. By reflection, that is how we come. Going on and we mourn, on the rain, on the sun. Yet it's far and farther we come. And unless we come out from this damn ignorance, our children just don't stand a chance. For we keep going down on the road to Sodom, and the whole country keeps going down slowly. We going down slowly. Even morality. We going down slowly. Ambrose, you letting me Arab party. take you and play with you like a toy. You must listen to the people's call. Be not fit for this defense war. I felt not one silver land of gold, for my kingdom is not of this world. All I want is just the people and God to build a nice recreational path. I tell you, we keep going down. For your motor, that is the way come. Stone up David, have mercy on us. We don't forget that is our boss. Who have well have my dear, who have been suffer. 20 days already millionaire. Rapidly, yes, we keep losing all our blood. So not David have mercy on us. The coalition put us on a path that is wrong, and the poor people keep going down slowly. Slowly, slowly. We going down slowly. Going down slowly. Without that direction. Slowly we going down. Even if you stone me, I don't care. I can be a mother anywhere. Everything I sing tonight is true. I'm leaving the rest up to you. I hope you are not too blind to see. The coalition have you bad to be. It's been mutiny, loving and truly. Have a thought in this damn tragedy, I tell you, we keep going down. Holy Island, that is how we come. Day by day, Lord, we keep going down. Just like they hell, that is how we come. I said joy in my song, and it's all over tongue. That terror foreign police is wrong. Should I go? Should I come? Should I stay? Should I run? How when Mama Father become? For we keep going down into terrorism, and the poor people keep going down slowly. Slowly, slowly. We going down slowly. Going down slowly. We don't put direction. Slowly, slowly. Just slowly going down. And you keep on to sing whenever you do wrong. I'm your sing and you are my son. So don't deal with someone who sheds the innocent blood and then next innocent and lost slowly. Slowly, slowly. Slowly. Yet you fought and you friend about national debt, yet you pay an oversized cabinet. But we keep going down on the road to shut down, and the old country keeps going down slowly. Slowly, slowly. We going down slowly. Going down slowly. Lost university. Slowly, slowly. The Colgate industry. Going down slowly. It disappears slowly. Slowly, slowly. Right on the canopy. We're going down slowly.
Easy Rock 95.1. More rock, less talk while you work. The latest soft rock hit after hit. Tune into Easy Rock 95.1, the best mid-morning show in the right here on Q95, the big station.
Mountaintop, natural spring water. All bottled water is not created equally. There is bottled water and